ago, in a far-off place, lived a handsome prince with a gloomy face, for he did not have a bride. For he sighed, alas, and he pined, alas, but at last the prince couldn't find a lass who would suit his mother's pride. For a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant hair. But a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. On a stormy night, to the castle door came a lass the prince had been waiting for. I'm a princess lost, quoth she. But the queen was calm and remained aloof. Then she said, perhaps, but I'll need some proof. I'll prepare a test and see. I will test her thus, the old queen said. I'll put 20 downy mattresses upon her bed. And beneath those 20 mattresses, I'll place one tiny pea. And if that pea disturbs her slumber, then a true princess is she. Now the bed was soft and extremely tall, but the dainty lass didn't sleep at all, and she told them so next day. Said the queen, my dear, if you felt that pea, then we've proof enough of your royalty. Let the wedding music play. And the people shouted quietly, for a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant hair. But a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. There are many versions of this story. I sing them all. See, this is the prettiest, but it's not quite accurate. See, I happen to know the true story of the Princess and the Pea for the very reason that I was there. It was a small kingdom ruled over by a talkative queen and a mute king. The princess in the true story, however, was not the only girl put to the test. She was actually one of 13 girls who came to the castle hoping to wed the prince, but who for one reason or another were found to be unsuitable. As a matter of fact, the day I arrived at court, they were testing Princess number 12. A curious quiz was in progress.
Are you ready for your next question?
I guess so.
Well then, name 3 kings.
May I take the third king first? Well then, 3 kings are...
Is this a trial?
No, it's the royalty test to find out she's a real princess.
King John, King Arthur, and...
Does it matter if she's a true princess?
Oh yes, if she's a true princess, we can all get married.
King Ethelred.
That is absolutely correct.
She's smart, Mama. She's the best one yet. Can I marry you now, can I?
No, sweetheart, there's still one more question.
This test isn't going to be fair. It's the law that isn't fair.
The law?
The marriage law. Throughout the land, no one may wed till dauntless to the altars led.
Dauntless?
The prince. Until he gets married, none of us can.
You have now reached the 7th plateau, and here is your final question. It is separated into 4 parts concerning a man often referred to as the Knight of the Red Cross. 1, what was his name? 2, what beast did he slay? 3, how many rows of teeth did the beast have and what kind? And 4, what was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith that forged the sword that killed the beast?
1, St. George. 2, the dragon. 3, 12 rows of teeth, and they were iron. And 4, would you repeat the last question, please?
What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith that forged the sword that killed the beast?
The middle name?
The middle name.
The daughter-in-law?
In-law. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, pass. Please, please pass.
Do you speak, my lady?
Oh, no,
20 seconds.
I wish her success. She's a pretty little thing.
10 seconds. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh.
Your time is up.
Too bad, my dear, too bad. You do show a certain aptitude, but as for the true brilliance of royalty, I'm afraid not. Remember, blood will tell, and yours didn't tell us quite enough. However, to show that there are no hard feelings, I have a nice consolation prize for you. Goodbye, good luck, and get out. Sweetheart, Dauntless, stop pouting. Now, don't dilly-dally, Dauntless. It's nearly time for your cocoa.
Oh, I liked her.
So did I.
Why must every princess get the bird?
That's absurd. I've never heard a test so difficult to pass.
Alas, alas, is what I lack. Alas, alas, I lack.
Throughout the land, no one may wed till dawn.
You had just arrived.
Yes, I am, Sir Wizard.
Splendid, splendid. Watch closely. I take a perfectly plain piece of parchment paper. Well, what is it?
Excuse me, Cardamom. I have to take the minstrel to sign in with the castle steward.
This way, please.
I'm on my way to Normandy. I won't be staying long.
For your father's sake, I put up with a great deal from you. Don't refer to me as Cardamom in court. Just because your father and I were in show business together, don't presume.
Oh, Sir Harry.
My darling. You missed the test.
Sweet Larkin. My new responsibilities as the chivalric knight of the Herald. Keep me busy.
The latest princess was a failure.
No!
Yes.
Bad luck. But don't despair, for we have plenty of time. If a true princess is not found in the next few months, I'll go out and find one myself. Or else I don't deserve to wear my spurs.
Darling,
My love?
do you remember the royal joust on Whitsunday when you won those spurs?
Well, of course.
And you were called Sir Harry, the fairest and bravest knight in all the land. And everyone agreed that you had a brilliant future ahead of you, that you might someday become Lord Chamberlain or even Prime Minister.
I don't know about Prime Minister.
Do you remember the picnic we had later on the greensward with the lovely cold pheasant?
Yes.
And you and I wandered away from the others to climb the hill and watch the sun go down?
Yes.
And a lark was singing in the trees, and you'd said you remember that moment forever because the lark's song reminded you of my name.
Yes, Larkin. Yes.
And we watched the sun go down?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to have a baby. So you see, a princess for dollars must be found, and soon, or I shall have to go away somewhere. Oh, darling, I'm so worried. This could ruin you, and you never be prime minister or anything. Just say the word, Harry, and I'll go now. I'll go far away where they'll never find me. Just say the word.
No, you'll stay here. Why should we both have to suffer all of our lives just because you had a moment of weakness?
Oh, Harry.
We're none of us perfect. Everything's going to be all right.
Thank you, Harry.
It won't be long, it won't be long, it won't because it can't be long before our dreams come true. Because you know I don't belong, and furthermore I shan't belong to anyone but you.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the glove contains your hand. In a velvet gown, I'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been a little while.
Have you any idea how soon, my love?
November.
November?
My time is at a premium, for soon the world will see me a maternal bride to be. I know I mustn't worry, Harry, still I'd wish you'd hurry, Harry, Harry, marry me.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the glove contains your hand. I can see it all down to every small detail. So I wish you'd look around until you found a castle in the neighborhood for sale.
Come along, darling, don't dawdle. Dauntless, pick up your feet for heaven's sake. Don't squint, I told you not to look at the sun.
Yes, Mama.
That's better. Sextimus, I've told you once, I've told you 100,000 times. I will not have you running around and playing these foolish games in the halls. It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of the kingdom, and if we don't set a proper example for the rest of the court, I'd like to know who will. I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if one doesn't behave as a ruler should?
Mama,
Now what?
Mama, when am I gonna get my princess?
Dauntless, I don't want to discuss that now. It's time for your cocoa.
But Mama, sometimes I get the funniest feeling that you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to get married. Don't want you to get married. Dauntless, don't you trust me?
Well, of course, Mama.
How would you say such a thing? I want you to get married. How many times have I said to you I want you to get married? Only this morning I was saying to your father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. It just isn't normal for a boy that age to stay single. After all, he's the prince, I said. Don't forget that. He's next in line to the throne. I mean, we're not exactly the oldest people in the world, but we aren't going to live forever, and I know I feel much better, much easier, and much more relaxed in my mind if that boy were married and settled and set. That is absolutely verbatim exactly what I said to your father this morning. Of course, he didn't say anything. He never does. But you know him just as well as I do. I don't have to tell you how impossible he is. That's my cross of pain, and I don't want you to worry your head one tiny bit about the fact that your father and I don't get along and never have. If he makes me miserable and makes me suffer, I just have to put up with it. But I just have to put up with it. He may be a mean, stupid, dreadful, selfish, rotten man, but he's your father, and I want you to respect him. There's only one person who really cares about you and worries about your health and your happiness and your future, and that's what I'm talking about right now, your future. Now, I want to make myself absolutely clear. I want you to get married, but I don't want you to marry just anybody. After all, marriage is a lifetime partnership, and I wouldn't want to see my little boy make the same mistake I did and wind up miserable the way I did. You are a prince, and you must marry someone suitable. Someone who's good enough and smart enough and fine enough for my good, nice, sweet, beautiful baby boy. And she must be a princess, I mean a real princess. It's something I absolutely insist upon. She must be a real, genuine, bona fide princess just as I was. That's what you really want, isn't it? Someone like me. Oh, of course you do. If only I were 20 years younger. Countess, remember one thing. You must trust me.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt. Well,
Sir Harry wishes to speak to you, madam.
well,
Your Highness, I have the honor to request a perilous labor. I wish to search for a princess of the royal blood. One who will suit both your majesty and Prince Dauntless.
no.
Mama!
No. You've been through all the eligible girls in the neighboring kingdoms. There are none left. We simply have to wait until their little sisters grow up, and that'll take years.
But Your Highness, I plan to head north, over the mountains,
Over the mountains,
across the Badlands,
across the Badlands,
and into the marshlands where this beautiful swamp lily grows.
into the marshlands. Are you out of your mind?
Let him go, Mama, let him go!
Find everything there but frogs and tadpoles and things.
Mama!
Do you know what the weather there is like?
Mama, please!
How damp and foggy and
Mama!
wet and humid and oppressive?
Mama, please let Sir Harry try for me, Mama, please!
All right, go ahead. It's your Highness.
Hooray!
Come along, Dauntless. You've missed your cocoa.
Good luck, Sir Harry, good luck.
Don't worry, little Larkin. I'll bring back a princess who is not only a true princess, but one who will be able to pass the queen's test.
I believe you. I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be away for long.
Only fly as fast as you can, my love. We shall be waiting for you.
We?
You know. And wear this.
Next to my heart.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
In a little while I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever, and in love is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the glove contains your hand.
I can see it all, they'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been a little while. Sir Harry's perilous journey took 3 weeks, and Lady Larkin had all but given up hope that he would find a true princess. Then, one sunny morning in mid-April, when the crocuses were just beginning to dot the meadows, the lookout in the North Round Tower spotted 2 distant figures approaching at full gallop. The alarm was spread.
Sir Harry's back! Sir Harry's back with the new princess!
Now, how does this part go in the old story? On a stormy night, to the castle door came alas the prince had been waiting for. That, of course, is utterly untrue. See, it didn't actually storm that night at all. In fact, it wasn't even night. And the princess had only looked as though she had come in from a storm.
Actually, I swam the moat. But never mind that. There's a nice draft right here. And if I stand right here, I'll be dry in no time.
Look, Mama, she's all wet.
You swam the moat.
We tried to stop her, but she went away for the drawbridge.
You swam the moat.
She seemed determined to arrive on time.
We had to get a rope and pull her out.
You swam the moat.
I was a little anxious. My friend Sir Harry, he's still out there. He said you had an opening for a princess. Any princess. And I figured, the early bird. Anyway, here I am. Who's the lucky man? Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you?
Hey, Nani, 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 no.
Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you?
Hey, Nani, 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 no.
Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you or you or you or you or?
Nani, Nini, Nani, Nani, Nani.
No.
Someone's being bashful. That's no way to be. Not with me. Can't you see that I am just as embarrassed as you? And I can understand your point of view. I've always been shy. I confess that I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear 'cause I'm shy? And you may be sure, way down deep I'm demure. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. I'm aware that it's wrong to be meek as I am. My chances may pass me by. I pretend to be strong, but as weak as I am, all I can do is try. God knows I try, though I'm frightened and shy. But despite the impression I give, I confess that I'm living a lie. Because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy. Though a lady may be dripping with glamour as often as not, she will stumble and stammer when suddenly confronted with romance. And she's likely to fall on her face when she's finally face to face with a pair of pants. Quite often the lady's not as hard to please as she seems. Quite often she'll settle for something less than the man of her dreams. I'm going fishing for a mate. I'm gonna look in every nook. Oh, how much longer must I wait? With bated breath and hook. Except to swim the moat.
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Do you ever say anything else except to swim the moat?
Do you mean to ask me to believe that you're a true princess of the royal blood? And am I to actually understand that you have the nerve and the gall and the presumption to apply for my son's hand in marriage?
Mama, may I say something?
No! Do you imagine for one moment that I would consider you suitable for any son of mine? You are laboring on a very unfortunate misapprehension, my dear. My son won't be marrying any moat swimmer, not while I have breath in my body. I haven't been well. Not well at all. Get these shooting pains all in through here. And don't tell me it's the vapors. I've had the vapors. I know what the vapors are.
Are you new here? Watch closely. I take this perfectly plain piece of parchment paper with no cuts, folds, or concealed pockets.
It's a nut house.
No, please don't go.
You're the one, I guess.
Sure, my Prince Dauntless, the drab.
Well, glad to have met you.
Oh, please don't go. I really like you. Everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Dauntless, I'd like to stay here, but I wouldn't want to come between you and your mother, so I guess I'll just face the facts, cut my losses, and head back to the swamps.
But I really like you.
You do? Why?
You swam the moat.
You see, Dauntless, I'm actually not like that. I'm actually quite shy!
It's in the boat again. Are you all right?
Sure.
You should see her swim, Mama. She's wonderful.
Yes, isn't she?
I really like her, Mama. She swam the moat.
It's cold.
Twice.
I don't need any.
Can I marry you now, Mama? Can I?
Marry her? Of course not. When you marry, if you marry, you'll marry a true princess. You'll marry someone suitable.
I have the honor to announce the arrival of Her Royal Princess Winifred.
You're a little late. She's been here and gone.
Gone?
She's swimming home. That's Sir Harry's no princess.
Oh, but your highness, she is.
What?
That one? You jest.
On mine honor as a knight, I swear she is. I have her papers right here. Winifred, the Princess of Iconkill, the guardian of the Midgard serpent, and the warden of the Ragnarok marsh lily. The inscription on her family crest reads, Tu ne sede malis sed contra audentir ido.
What does that mean?
Roughly, it translates to if at first you don't succeed.
Never mind.
You see, she is a princess.
Just a test.
At least a test for me, Mama, please.
All right, we'll test her. The wizard and I will put on our thinking caps and make up a nice, fair test, just as we always do, and I'll prove to you that this girl cannot possibly be a princess.
This is her leg.
We'll test her for...
That's not my leg!
Rude! We'll test her for sensitivity. She'll have her test, and she'll fail, like all the others, fair and square.
Fail what?
Any princess swimming for my hand must have passed the test to prove she's a real princess.
What sort of test?
It's always highly secret.
Well, we'll worry about that later. Right now, I better get out of these soaked clothes.
Shall I show you parts of the castle on the way to your room?
Sure.
You know, you're awfully nice.
You're nicer.
And you're good looking, too.
You're better looking and nicer, too.
You're a swimmer.
I'm so excited. Sir Harry is back. Yes, he is, and he's brought us a sweet princess. Have you seen her? Neither have I, but I'm sure she's as delicate as an orange blossom, and I'm to be her lady in waiting. Sir Harry arranged it. Isn't he thoughtful? He arranges everything.
My father expected me to follow in his footsteps, but then I landed this gesture job and what's wrong? You're worried. About what? Who? Some lady. Which lady? Oh, 2 syllables. First syllable? Bird. Some kind of bird. Hawk. Bluebird, catbird, dove, eagle, finch, grouse, ibis, jay, lark. Lark!
Lady Larkin!
And a knight.
Which knight?
Sir Harry. Dust? Oh, sounds like dust. Lust?
Oh, must. Must what? You're gonna start all over, right?
She's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Big trouble.
How many syllables?
She's gonna have a baby. Does anyone else know? Sir Harry.
Yes, we know that Sir Harry knows, but does anybody else know besides Sir Harry?
We can keep a secret. The question is, can you?
You can't talk, but somehow you can still manage to communicate.
yet. There's a third voice, a voice in disguise. You'll be hearing a trio and not a duet if you listen with both of your eyes. Kindly, with both of your. We produce a unique and remarkable blend when we raise the three voices on high. We're in perfect accord from beginning to the king and the minstrel and I. Yet if one of our trio should ever depart, then the others would languish and die. We're like three different people with only one, the king, the jester, and I. Singing hey, nine, nine, hey, nine, nine, hi, diddle, diddle. Strike up a tune on up. Now the bishop declares our behavior is true as he piously looks to the sky. 'Cause when we go swimming, we always go. The king and the jester, the king and the minstrel. Oh, the victor plays wine from the grapes that he grows. Johnny barrels were lost last July. Where they went is a secret that nobody but oh, the cook claims she's missing one chocolate cream bowl and a fish that was ready to fry. Guess who's dining on pastry and filet up? Singing hey, nanny, nanny, hey, nanny, nanny, needle, dimple. Crash us a clash on the. It's been said of our king that his morals are loose, but the queen is much worse on the sly. Oh, what's good for the gander is good for the king and the jester, the king and the minstrel.
My spies and traitors, whom can I trust?
Me.
No one! Now I have another one of those princesses to cope with. I'm in no mood to sit in a stuffy chamber and rack my brain over tests for that girl when I'm not feeling at all well. But that's the way Dauntless wants it. That's the way it'll be. She'll have her test.
Well, her papers do seem to be in order.
I know. And the worst part of it is that that foolish boy actually seems to like the girl. So we must think of a test that looks fair, sounds fair, seems fair, and isn't fair. I'd have got the idea of testing her for sensitivity. I could have applauded right out loud. But exactly what? Table manners? No, it's not good enough. Sensitivity. Sensitivity, I'm just loaded with that. In this one word is the epitome of the aristocrat. Sensitive soul, sensitive stomach, sensitive hands and feet.
This is the blessing.
Also the curse of being the true elite. Common people don't know what exquisite agony is. Suffered by gentle people like me. Just get your hands off me. Think up a tricky test for that wretched, most-swimming princess.
Madam, may I suggest? Maybe we ought to.
Don't take all night. I'm not well. I need my rest. Not that I ever sleep on that lumpy mattress. Got my back. Sensitivity, bane of royalty. That bed's a torture rack. Oh, I hate to sound grumpy, but my nerves are so jumpy. I'm sure I can feel any lump, even if it were under the mattress and small as a pea. That's the answer! Under the mattress! We'll test her tonight. One tiny pea beneath one thick downy mattress. Oh God, you're bright. Any genuine princess would feel it. If she doesn't, she's through. Get the tiniest pea and order one mattress. No, make it 2.
What about 5?
10 I think would be plenty. Better still, make it 20. And to play it safe in the event, even that's not enough to ensure that she sleeps, we'll give her a soothing sedative, won't we? You can whip up a drink
feel good to get into something dry. His old clothes are just soaked.
Your Highness, the king has asked to meet the young lady.
Why? He never asked before.
He heard she swam low.
Is your father anything like your mother? Because if he is, I don't think I want to meet him.
Oh no, actually, my father, he's silent.
I'd love to meet him!
Father, this is Princess Winifred.
Your Highness, the king welcomes you, and he asked me to say that I hope you get 100 on the test tomorrow.
Oh, thanks.
My father never touches his crown to his chest unless he really means it.
Alas, madam, the king is mute, or he would speak for himself. He's still under a curse cast by a witch long ago, before Prince Dauntless was born. The curse says, King Sextimus, you never talk until the mouse devours the hawk.
Until the mouse devours the hawk. Can't you get like a big mouse and a little hawk?
We tried that once, but the mouse got scared and ran away. And the hawk bit daddy.
Well, just let me get this test under my belt, and we'll figure something out. Don't you worry. Why, it certainly has been a pleasure meeting His Majesty. A short while ago, I had a pleasure meeting Her Majesty. Now that is a nice man.
Oh, Your Majesty, I think you better speak to Prince Dauntless very soon about
what?
Oh, your father feels as though you've been neglecting his duties, and now that you're old enough to get married, he thinks it's time to have a talk, man to man.
You mean about things? You mean now?
Your father feels as though maybe it'd be best to wait until later. There's a few facts he wants to look up.
Well, it certainly has been a pleasure meeting almost both your parents, Scotland.
Well, we want you to be happy here. We know it's a lot different from where you're used to.
Well, it is hard making an adjustment to dry land and everything.
You must feel like a fish out of water.
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, where I come from, we don't have any dry land. Well, some of the poorer people do, but the nobility live right in the swamp with all their servants and pets.
Do you have pets?
Lots!
Dogs!
Frogs! I come from the land of the foggy, foggy dew. Where walking through the meadow in the morning is like walking through. The swamps of home are brushed with green and gold. At break of day, the swamps of home are lovely to behold from far away. In my soul is the beauty of the fog. In my memory, magic of the mud. I know that blood is thicker than water, but the swamps of home are thicker than Where'er I roam, my heart grows dark and cold. My face grows gray when shadows fall and I hear the call of the swamps of home. I hear them calling me now, calling wedding. Hurry, ladies. May I show you the gowns now, Your Highness? Sure. Now this is the very latest thing from. They do such lovely work with the high neck and the window cut sleeves right down to the. It looks marvelous. Oh, and it's so you. What do you think, Lady H? Stunning. Perhaps Her Highness would like to look in a mirror. Does Her Highness have a favorite color? Well, back home we wear a lot of dark browns and earth greens, but I guess my favorite color would have to be my dress. Raspberry. Tell you what, leave the dress, and if I don't like it, I'll return it. Very good, Your Highness. Lady H, Lady R. I guess I won't need you anymore, Emily. They've already sent up a girl to do the floors. You're new here, aren't you? Yes, Well, remember, we're all here to do a job, and your job is just as important as anyone else's. Oh, dear, sweet, lovely Princess Winifred. You will pass the Queen's test tomorrow. You will. Mercy, my dear, you can't possibly clean the floor with just a tiny patch. You need a good, big, wet rag. Here, what's this? That's my rag. Here's this old thing. Just look at this mess. What will my gentle princess think of me? Can you know what it means to be lady in waiting to the blessed Winifred? Oh, Winifred, what name is sweeter than that? Look at this table. It's dripping wet. I can't stand to see the delicate beauty of my royal mistress in such a messy place.
Princess? Princess?
Quick! Harry!
Your Highness?
Oh, what? How are you? Get up. You don't have to go through the motions with me. Why? I'm sorry about the whole swimming in the moat thing. I hope I didn't make a bad impression.
Not at all, Your Highness. And if you'll just give your wet dress to one of the ladies in waiting, she'll see that it's taken care of.
Thanks! It's already been taken care of.
I see you've already met my dear Lady Larkin.
You mean this is the little Larkin girl?
The very same, Your Highness.
Harry, she's beautiful! And a bundle of energy.
When I gaze upon that captivating face, I realize just how poor my description must have been.
Sir Harry is not very good at describing people, Your Highness. Well, he may not be good at describing them, but he sure knows how to pick them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to take these dresses to the fourth court. I've never been so humiliated in my life.
What's the matter?
I thought she was a chambermaid.
What?
A chambermaid.
Larkin, how could you? How could you mistake the princess for a chambermaid?
How could you mistake that chambermaid for a princess?
Don't say such a thing. Just because you made a stupid mistake.
I made a mistake. Don't you dare try to blame this on me.
I do blame this on you.
She was on her hands and knees scrubbing the floor.
She's a real lady wherever she is. That's more than I can say for some people around here.
I hate you.
Well, I hate you too.
Get out.
Don't worry, I'm going.
Goodbye.
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 You are a wizard. Should be able to think of something to put that what's-her-name to sleep. Don't forget to whip up a sleeping potion and some of that good, heavy incense. Don't forget the hypnotic mirror. Wait, the most important thing is that she's tired out first. We can have an official ball tonight. We'll make what's-her-name dance until she drops. Now, what can we do? Do you know the Saracen Brawl? No, it's not tiring enough. I have it. We can do that new dance, the Spanish Panic. It's absolutely exhausting. Do you know it? Well, it's the rage in Venice. Everybody listen. There's to be an official ball tonight, and everyone is to attend. We're going to do that new dance, the Spanish Panic. so you might as well learn it right now. The basic step is flip your skirt, open, close, right, right, right. It's like the magic step, only forwards. Just that easy. Now, try it. Flip your skirts, open, close, right, right, wrong. Does anyone here know the Spanish Panic?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, thank heaven somebody's up to date around here. Why don't we all watch what Cook Answer, Sir Howard and Lady Beatrice demonstrate? Thank you, Sir Howard and Lady Beatrice. Suppose we all try it. Take partners, please. Preparate. Beautiful of it. Doesn't it make me want to fly?
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
What's the matter? You lost her. All right, Your Majesty. I'll help you.
Has he ever had any success?
Well,
I've been here a month, and he hasn't caught a single girl yet.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow, we'll set a trap.
You exaggerate.
Not a bit. Oh my God! The pain, the agony. Who's there?
Someone's coming?
The Queen!
This has to be the biggest, loudest ball we've ever had, and be sure to hire extra musicians for tonight's dancing and tell the jester I want him to perform. Not that I'll be able to enjoy any of it with my back and this nagging pain in my jaw. Oh God, no one will ever know what I suffer.
What was the Queen jabbering about? She's gonna make us do something?
What?
Exercise?
Who is it?
I don't know. My lady, is there something wrong?
No,
Well, we're glad of that anyway.
I felt faint, that's all. I was sitting in my room sewing, and it got a little stuffy, so I decided to come out here and get some air.
I see you were planning to camp out for a while.
Oh, Your Majesty, you don't know. You just don't know. Do you have any idea what can happen to the relationship between a man and a woman? It's better this way. I'm glad I found out when I did. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yes, I'm leaving the service of the Queen forever.
That's a pretty big step to take all alone.
I have no choice.
You'll need help.
Who would help me?
I, my lady.
What did you say? You want to help the Lady Larkin? Who's gonna help you?
Chivalry demands that we protect a damsel in distress.
If you say so, Your Majesty.
But she'll have to pack light, the way a man does.
Oh, yes. She'll go as a boy. We'll get one of Prince Douglas's suits. We get those things out of sight. Go wait in your room.
No, I don't need help from anyone. Thank you, but I can go alone.
Over the wall?
Yes, I don't need help from anyone.
She'll be all right once she gets past the water rats.
Rats?
Oh, yes, they live on the edge of the stagnant pool near the quicksand.
Quicksand?
Beyond the wall, in which you must climb, is 22 feet, and covered with slime, and infested with spiders. But the spiders are sweet compared to the snakes on the other side.
Oh, they won't hurt you, of course, unless you plan on going alone.
Well, I did, but if I'd known it was so terrible out there,
then you'd think a second thought and come with me. I know all the secret ways to set us free. Over the hills and to the open sea.
Then where?
Well, it's April, isn't it?
April?
Normandy is fine and fair, so Normandy is where we'll go.
I can show you a beach where the peach blossom blows, and I know how to reach a man who knows, a man who knows.
A cozy inn, a friendly place, with rows of windows facing the sea.
This time of year,
The air I hear is rare and clear and warm in Normandy.
I know a meadow covered with mustard flowers, golden as the sun, where a wondrous thing can happen when an April day is done. There's a moment after the sunset when the sky is suddenly green and the world stands hushed and waiting for the first white stars to convene. And then you see that emerald sky, you know the reason why. There's not another place I'd rather be.
Keep your Eldorado.
And to hell with Burgundy, come fly with me. Come try those wings, come swift, for we have things to do. Is there truly a beach where the peach blossom blows? Are you sure you can reach a man who knows, a man who knows? There's just some mean and
White lilac lace and
rows of windows facing the sea. This time of year, the air I hear is rare and clear, and don't be afraid. Heaven was made in Normandy.
you better let the queen catch you walking.
Have you seen Sir Harry? He's had a fight with Lady Larkin. Hey, look.
He's with that French girl. She only speaks one word of English, but I hear she's a charmer.
What's the one word?
Yes.
How's it going, Harry, old boy?
Très bien.
After the ball, we'll have a little party on the west parapet. Don't forget the wine.
And something to spread on the ground.
Harry, ask Mabel if she'd like to bring something.
Voulez-vous?
Yes. Come along now. Keep it Venetian. Isn't this fun? Move along now. Faster. Now slower. That's beautiful.
Hey, maybe you could give me a clue.
A clue?
Well, what sort of test is it?
Well, thinking up a test with Mama, it can almost be anything.
Like what?
Oh, sometimes it's history.
Ugh.
Sometimes it's dancing. Sometimes it's spelling. But sometimes it's a test of strength and endurance. For instance, one of the girls was supposed to lift this weight. She couldn't do it. I can't do it. But you don't have to worry. I know you're gonna pass.
Do you want me to pass? I'll pass.
Hey, I think you're wonderful.
By the way, I don't think I've ever told you my full name. It's Winifred the Woebegone. But Winifred's too formal, so you can call me by my nickname.
Winnie.
Fred!
Fred. What a beautiful name. So straight, so strong, so you. I like you, Fred. I like you.
You're just saying those words to be kind.
No, I mean it. I mean I love you, Fred.
He is out of his medieval mind.
I'm perfectly sane and sound. I've never felt better in my life. Everybody, come and meet my incipient wife. I'm in love with a girl named Fred. My reasons must be clear. When she shows you all how strong she is, you'll stand right up and cheer.
With an F and an R and an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She drinks just like a lord. So come sing a merry drinking song and let the wine be poured.
Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With an F and an R and an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She sings like a bird. You'll be left completely speechless when her gentle voice is heard. She wrestles like a Greek. You will clap your hands in wonder at her fabulous technique.
Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With an F and an R and an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She dances with such grace. You are bound to sing her praises till you're purple in the face.
Bravo, bravo, Marissimo, bravo.
With a girl named Fred. She's musical to boot. She will set your feet a tapping when she plays up on her lute.
Bravo, bravo, Marissimo, bravo, Marissimo. Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With an F and an R and an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred, yeah!
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. A clever clownish wit. When she does her funny pantomime, your sides are sure to split. Ha 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 ha.
Ho 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 ho.
Ha 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 ho.
Bravo, bravo, Marissimo, bravo, Marissimo. Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With an F and an R and an E and a D and an F-R-E-D, Fred.
I'm in love with a girl.
He's in love with a girl named Afro.
queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best. And she's threatened execution if you dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet, 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 quiet.
Sheets?
Right.
Pillows?
Right.
Blankets?
Right.
Mattresses?
Right, right, right.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo.
Okay. Not yet. I'll let you know when the coast is clear.
Bravo!
Jester! Somebody stop him, I say! There he goes down that corridor, bring him here to me! This is a fine kettle of fish. Now, you wretch, I want the truth. What is all this noise about anyway? The moment I turn my back, something outrageous is always going on in the corridors.
Never mind me.
Harry, the queen! Stop! Knew I couldn't trust you, you wretch! What is going on here? What are you up to? What? There's something going on here. What's under the mattress? It's a dead body. Pull that away. Well, what are you doing? Explain yourself.
It was just a joke, Your Majesty. This boy and I, go wait outside, Sir Lancelot.
Lancelot, wait. Lady Larkin, take those things up to what's-her-name's chamber mattresses too.
Your Majesty.
Quiet! What are you doing in that ridiculous getup?
Please,
Silence, and why weren't you at the ball?
Your Majesty,
Shut up! What are you doing with this man? Answer me! Well, speak up!
Please, Your Majesty, I beg of you.
You were running away, is that it? You were running away.
Larkin?
Why, you low-born, ungrateful little sneak. Is this the thanks I get for treating you as my own daughter? Just look at you, one of my girls running off with a musician.
Your Majesty, Lady Larkin is innocent. Look, I'll tell you the truth. I forced her to leave against her will.
That's not true.
Why, you low...
Just a moment.
Larkin, what are you doing with that man?
What are you doing with that woman?
Just a moment.
You go to your room.
Don't tell me what to do, you libertine.
Quiet! May I remind you that you're still one of my ladies in waiting. Get above stairs where you belong and prepare what's-her-name for bed.
Your Majesty.
Do as I say. May I remind you, Sir Harry, you're still one of my knights. Step forward. And you, relax. I ordered this minstrel banished from my kingdom. I want him out of here by daybreak. Sextimus, go to bed. Don't want you groping around in the dark all night long. The rest of you, listen closely. There's a little girl upstairs and she's dog-tired.
Oh no, she said she was going to study for her test.
All right, let her study, but when she's ready for bed, I want peace and quiet. I want quiet around here, is that clear? I want quiet, and I'm going to get quiet if I have to scream the palace down. Quiet!
Quiet, quiet. The queen insists on quiet. The queen insists on...
The queen insists on...
The queen insists on quiet.
Some.
Some. S-U-M. Some.
Summer.
Summer. S-U-M-E-R. Summer.
Good. Well, if Mama tests you in literature or spelling tomorrow, you're sure to pass. That leaves history.
History? That takes in quite a lot. But we'll give it a whirl.
The first chapter is called The Bravery of Prince Walder.
Walder.
Young Prince Walder, wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Who?
Wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Oh, yeah, Fafnir, that one.
Takes his father's sword, Minning,
Minning.
disguised as the West Wind. He goes into the forest, surprises Fafnir in his lair, and slays him, whereupon he is unable to understand the speech of birds. Meanwhile, Walder's father, Alberic, disguised as his sacred goat, tells him that the spirit of Gunther is gonna go.
But I thought... Hey, did you ring for a page boy?
No.
Wrong room, son. Aren't you Larkin?
Yes, Your Highness.
What's the matter?
I
got a suit just like that one.
I am in disguise, Your Highness. I was trying to run away.
Oh, I see. Well, sit down and rest. Dauntless, pull up a chair.
But the Queen has ordered me.
Never mind what the Queen has ordered.
No, but Your Highness...
Sit here. Now, what is this all about?
I'll just go out on the parapet and stand there naked and catch a chill and die. That'll show him.
Show him what?
He'll be sorry.
Who?
Horrible Harry.
Oh, you mean big nice hairs.
Just a minute. What'd you do to him?
What did I do to him?
Well, you must have done something. You're talking the way I did once when I was afraid to go home because I'd given my little brother a bloody lip. It was an accident.
We had a little disagreement.
Oh, I see. So you decided to run away?
He said some perfectly horrible things to me.
Right. So, I guess all you can do is pack up and get out. Unless, of course, you go to him and you say you're sorry. Listen, that Harry is a wonderful boy, and he really loves you. Why, we were on the road for nearly 2 weeks, and he never laid a finger on me.
Oh, Your Highness.
Now, you go get into something pretty that shows you're a girl, and say you're sorry to him. Oh, and Larkin, try and act a little helpless. Men don't like women who are too strong.
I do.
Oh, dear princess. I don't know how to thank you. If it's a girl, I'm going to name her Fred.
Wait, but what if it's a boy?
Dauntless, you better get ready for bed and leave the history book.
I'm sure you're gonna pass Mama's test tomorrow. Well, almost sure. But if you don't, I'll understand.
And so, the young Prince Walder, having slain the dragon Fafnir with the sword Minning, rode to the castle Wunderbar, where they were married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally tied. As the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the washing the walls and the windows when she landed a prince who was brawny and blue-eyed and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. I am no one but me, fairy godmother, 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 where could you be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't even got a godmother. I have a mother, a plain, ordinary woman. Snow White was so pretty, they tell us that the queen was insulted and jealous when the mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was dumped on the border, but was saved by some men who adored her. Oh, I grant you, they were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm alone in the night, by myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin in sight. You know, that girl had 7 determined little men working day and night just for her. Oh, sure, the queen gave her a poison apple. Even so, she lived happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. Why won't some happily ever after to happen to me? Rapunzel had platinum tresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Till one night in despair down, she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch. I wonder, no, it'll never hold. I'll be finished before I begin, but besides I don't want to get out, I want to get in. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of the chapel, eternally tied. For I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride, then I'll be happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly satisfied.
You're a bully and a tyrant. Just because you won your spurs, you think.
Now see here. This man is charged with attempting to transport a young woman out of kingdom against her will. That's a serious offense.
He didn't do it. It was a frame-up.
You got it all wrong.
He was protecting the Lady Larkin. And you stay out of this.
Sir Harry, I can't leave yet. I have to see somebody first.
Who?
The wizard. I'd like your permission to speak to the wizard.
Yes? Yes!
No. Permission denied.
Sir Harry, you're a fat head.
Yes, you are. He was trying to help. We're all trying to help.
How could you help?
By finding out what the test is from the wizard.
But that's cheating.
Don't you understand? This is for you.
Just let me go. Let me go to the wizard.
No. If anyone should defy the wizard, I should.
You must stand guard. I'll go. You might get hurt. You can't come, and that's final.
What's the matter, Papa?
The king mustn't come with us.
I'll get rid of him. Your Majesty! Dauntless is ready now. He needs to have that personal chat with you.
Well, some other time?
Dauntless, your father needs to have a little talk with you now. It's very important.
It is?
It can't be put off. Come on, do your duty, sire.
Well, what is it, Papa? What do you want to talk about? Well, Papa? Stop. Look and listen. Little prince. Boy. flower, girl, flower, boy flower, girl flower. Oh, tell me more. I've got to know about what getting married is for. Seed, fall from girl flower, and by, baby flower, grow. But why? Oh, tell me why. Oh, Father, tell me, Father, don't be shy. Boy flower, girl flower, love each other. Boy flower, father, girl flower, mother. Yes, yes, but how? It's very interesting, but how? Will tell me now. B on boy flower dust gets on B. B flies the girl flower. Dust touches girl flower. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. It's very interesting, but still not clear to me. Woman is like girl flower. Man is like B. And like boy flower. Man, that's me. But tell me more. I've got to know about what getting married is for. Sounds like Harry. Sounds like Harry. Married. Man and woman get married. Winifred and White love each other. And then one night, yes, then one night, it's very interesting what happens in the night. What happens? What happens? Oh, tell me, Father, please. Shall I go and pick some flowers? Shall I go and catch some bees? Princess Winifred and I will get married, and then one night, the stork is gonna come and bring us a baby. Oh, Papa, I know all about the stork. Mama told me about that years ago. Wait a minute, Papa. Flower, seed, man, woman, bee, baby, small. It isn't the stork, it isn't the stork, it isn't the stork at all. Oh, life is grand, it's very interesting. I think I understand, I think I know. It's very interesting. Thank you, Father, and Father, I love you so.
Pardon, Sir Wizard.
What do you want?
Our friend, the minstrel, is a great admirer of yours.
No soft soap, if you please.
Oh, but this isn't soft soap, and I wouldn't even say it except for the fact that I've been banished. And, well, before I go, and I hope this doesn't embarrass you, but can I just say, what a great artist you are, Cardamon.
Cardamon? Don't call me by that name.
Oh, but I say that name with honor, sir. See, I went to your performance in Glastonbury in '92, and what a show, what a triumph! You took 7 curtain calls.
8.
Do you happen to remember a little boy who stood up in the second row that night and yelled, "Bravo"?
Yes.
I was that boy.
I can't believe it.
Yes, well, of course, now I'm in the show business too, and if it's of any interest to you, it was your inspiration that brought this about.
You must be a part of the guild. Camelot Local 714, and to think, someone remembers those days.
Yes, well, I just wanted to tell you what that performance meant to me. Well, I'd better be going now.
Wait, minstrel. For you.
Thank you.
Come in.
Oh, no, the queen wouldn't like it if she knew that I was still around.
Oh, never mind her. Please, come in.
Besides, you're probably too busy preparing that test for tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry about that test.
Say, you wouldn't happen to want to tell an old guild brother what the test is?
Well, I'm sort of under oath.
I understand. Well, I'd better be going.
Wait, may I borrow your handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
Some people think my act is pretty foul.
Cardamom the Great!
I bet you can't guess what my test is about.
Astronomy?
No, you'll never guess. Sensitivity.
Cardamom the Great!
Cardamom the Greatest! Now, let me tell you the rest. Wait, I shouldn't.
I'll go. But may I ask one favor? May I have this?
What do you want with that?
A memento of the good old days, because of my father.
Keep it.
Thank you.
Jester!
Thank you, sir.
That was a very nice thing that you did for that boy.
Well, for his father's sake.
Yes, well, I don't actually have to get out of here until daybreak. Say, why don't you and I go down to the wine cellar, split a bottle, and talk some more about, well, talk some more.
Fine, fine. But first, I've started something I'd like to finish. I'll meet you in a second.
I'll be waiting.
What's the matter, Jester?
Oh, nothing.
Say something funny.
Have you ever heard of my father sliding Peter Jingle?
Is that funny?
I don't know.
I think the clown is losing his touch.
I am far from sentimental or romantic. And I like to think that I'm strictly up to date. But at times the dancing gets a bit too frantic in these hectic days of 1428. So indulge me if I pause to raise my chalice to acquaint the charming dance they used to do in the days when my dear father played the palace back in 1392. My dad was debonair and quite as light as air. In his very soft shoes, how he could dip and glide and skip and slip and slide. In his very soft shoes, I used to stand and watch him every day. He was always smooth and cool. I used to love to hear the people say he's a regular dancing fool. He barely touched the ground and never made a sound. But I noticed in all his reviews that when he took his bow to the crowd in the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft shoes. And when he took his bow to the crowd in the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft ooze.
Who goes there? Friend or foe?
Friend,
Oh.
I hope. Oh, Harry, look at me. I was trying to run away, but it was only because I thought you didn't love me. I thought you didn't love me? But even if you don't love me, I can't love anyone but you. And I want to be with you if I can, as long as I can. Oh, Harry, I don't blame you if you've changed.
Well, in a way I have. Yesterday I loved you as never before. But please don't think me strange. I've undergone a change, and today I love you even more. More cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I openly confess. Tonight I love you less than I will tomorrow morning.
I loved you as never before.
Yesterday I loved you as never before. But that was long ago. And now it's best to know that today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I openly confess. Tonight I love you less than I will tomorrow morning.
17, 18, 19, 20. That should do it. And one small pea that I had to bring all the way up from the pantry, all the way up the most killing stairs in the kingdom. There. All right, come in now. Did you bring everything? Naughty mirror? Yes, madam. And the rest of the things? Yes, madam. And the girl? Where's the girl? I had to bring all the way up from the pantry. I think she'd be dropping from exhaustion. Stairs in the kingdom. Ready for bed? There. You must be sure to get a good night's sleep so you'll be fresh early tomorrow morning for your back to your kingdom or wherever you're going. The rest of the things? Bring the hypnotic mirror. And the girl? Where is the Where's the incantation? It's long past bedtime. I think she'll be dropping from exhaustion. Oh, it's you. Ready for bed? Silken, swishing, sibilance, rashness, and a gentle chance. Deep in Morpheus' arms we lie, off we go to Betty Bye. Bring the hypnotic mirror. No, I think I'm gonna stop. Where is the incantation? Bring the poppy and mandragora. Here it is, your majesty. Yes. Silken, swishing, sibilance wraps us in a gentle trance. Sweet aroma wraps us in a gentle coma. Murmuring voices seem to say, Mr. Sandman's on his way. That ought to get us to sleep now, shouldn't it? The sleeping draught. The poppy and mandragora. Here, madam. That's right. Drink a little extract of opium and warm milk before going to bed, I always say. Drink it down. Drowsy incense, sweet aroma. Now, I'm sure you're going to get a good night's sleep. I wish I could say the same for myself. Mr. Sandman. To make sure you have no trouble drifting off. You ought to get us to sleep now, shouldn't it? Bring on the nightingale of Samarkand. Here, madam. That's right. Who has drink a little extract of opium and warm milk before going to bed. Naturally, I have to do everything myself. I'm sure you're going to get a good night's sleep. I wish I could say the same for myself. Just to make sure you have no trouble drifting off, I prepared a special treat for you. Bring on the nightingale, Samarkand. Stop! You brought you to put a live princess to sleep, not wake a dead one. Naturally, I have to do everything myself. Dear, why aren't you in bed? Stop! Am I almost there? Help her out! Dead one. Let's have a lullaby, birdie, nice and soft. At least one person in the kingdom is going to get a good night's rest. No, my dear, why aren't you in bed? Watch out. Some kind of nut. Let's take it from the top. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. Oh, what a beautiful bed. 20 soft mattresses.
I'm going to sleep like a baby.
Take it from the top.
Quiet!
Sleep well. What a beautiful bed. 20 soft mattresses.
All right, sheep.
I'm going to sleep like a
I'm ready when you are.
All right, sheep. I'm ready when you are.
Here, darling, let mother fix it.
Leave me alone, Mom. I can dress myself.
Well, far be it from me to interfere, precious.
I can do it.
Why are you wearing that so early in the morning?
Well, today's the test, and I want to look my best
The
for it.
test? Why, darling, sweetheart, the test is all over.
Huh?
Test is over, darling boy.
When was it? What was it?
It was last night. You put her to bed with 20 soft dummy mattresses under the bottom one. Test her sensitivity. If you would have kept that real princess awake.
She slept.
Oh, I'm sure, darling. I don't know. Practically falling asleep before she got into bed and yawning like a vulgar scullery maid. She looked ghastly, darling. Old enough to be your... Oh, well, let's see.
Oh, right.
I can't help it. I'm so nervous. I could die. Absolutely die.
Control yourself. I'll make your announcement in a minute.
Practically falling asleep before she got into bed and kill myself. Yawning like a vulgar scullery maid. She would ghastly. Someday, dear, we'll find a true princess for you, so don't worry. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Majesty. All here to see the princess on her way, since she's such a favorite of ours. I decided she should have an extra special consolation prize. Miss Dudley.
Your Majesty, they're very thoughtful.
Charming, charming. Douglas! Someday, dear, we'll find a true princess. Where's our little Elizabeth? She should be getting an early start.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Oh, here she is now. She hasn't even dressed yet. She must have slept with the baby. I decided she should have an extra special consolation prize. Miss Dudley. What?
Sheep. What do you stuff your mattresses with? Dowsing equipment?
What do you mean?
I mean, that bed should be moved down to the torture chamber.
You didn't sleep.
I never shut my eyes.
You passed!
She must have slept like a baby.
The test. Mama put it under 20 mattresses and you felt it. That means you can get married.
Me under 20 mattresses? No wonder
That bed should be moved down to the torture chamber.
Now, don't you think she's pretty?
Didn't sleep.
No, she's not pretty. Beautiful. Darling, dear, I'm
The
gonna
test.
leave the wedding
Mama
ring
put a
thing
pin
up
on
to
20
you.
mattresses and
And
you
you might
felt
want
it.
to start
That means
looking
you
for
can
a
get
small
married.
kingdom for us. I'm feeling we're not going to want to live with you.
She's gonna get cold swimming on those steps. I should take her to her room.
Douglas, wait!
What should I wait for, Mama?
Give this matter proper consideration.
Well, she passed the test. And I'm gonna take her to our room.
I said wait! Now you listen to your mother. During this heartbreaking experience of trying to find a true princess, I've never nagged, never interfered, never expected one solitary word of sympathy. Douglas, wait!
Sleep.
But I will not stand by and watch you throw yourself on this little nobody.
Mama, I said quiet.
Look at her. She may have passed the test, but I've never trusted anyone with those shifty eyes. Listen to your mother. That mean little mouth.
I told you to shut up!
I've never nagged, never interfered, and never expected one.
It happened! It happened! The prophecy! The mouse, the ballad, the hawk!
Look, the queen can't talk.
What? I can? The king talks!
And, I have a lot to say.
Good night.
I'm here, the voice.
It happened! The prophecy!
Now you ask me
The
how
mouse,
you
the
mean.
ballad, the hawk!
You got it. From now on, when I say hop,
The queen can't
I want you to hop. Now, hop.
I can!
Skip.
The king talks!
Go. Hop. I'm not allowed to say. Skip. Go. Hop. Skip.
It's very
All right. I'll get there. On behalf of the cast and crew, we would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And please remember that we have 2 shows tomorrow, 2 o'clock and 7:30. Thank you again for supporting the arts at Overbrook, and please drive home safely.